else have their AO youth?
We had it today. I love AO Youth. I just had a testimony from, what did she say? Oh, Tammy talked to me today and she said she's been doing AO Youth for maybe 4 months, 5 months.
hmm
And her hair is not turning gray. So
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I'm like, okay,
People will love to hear that.
yeah, I got to trust that that's going to happen to me.
Mm.
With
I
all of
think
these
there's so
amazing things.
many root causes to why the hair turns gray though, too. So it's probably different each person.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's 10 o'clock and
okay, 10
there's a little
o'clock.
bit of German in me that I need to be on time, right? Or is it a lot of German?
I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I think they're very, I don't know, want to
So
be
then
want to
our
be on time.
Swedish, not so much because I'm not that. I got more of dad. Okay,
Yay.
anyways, let's get started. This is my first time sharing a screen on Zoom, so if there's any technical difficulties, I am sorry. But let's get started. If you haven't
Awesome.
met us yet, I am Caitlin, and this is my mom,
I'm
Debbie.
Debbie. Yay.
I'm always surprised. Some people, like right away, they know we're mother-daughter, and then other people are like so many people we met at Day of Discovery were like, "What? I had no idea."
I remember that when I met Shelby in first person a few years ago, um, I introduced myself as Caitlin's mom, and she's like, "What? Oh, oh, I see it. Oh, I had no idea."
Wow,
Hmm. But
that's
she's
too
been
funny.
following us on social media. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, this is what did we name this? Healing and breakthrough and our business opportunity. There's so much jam-packed into this presentation, so we kind of just want to go through the slides. But if you do have any questions, put them in the chat. Is it called chat or is it called Q&A? It might be called Q&A here.
yes,
And we'll answer them either as they come up, but I think by the end of the presentation, everything should be answered. So
I agree.
welcome.
And welcome. I'm just so grateful you guys are here because we are going to share why we believe the body has its own ability to heal itself when we are changing the terrain, when we are giving it what it needs. And we
Mhm.
believe it starts with energy. So let's go, Caitlin.
Yes, the AO Scan subscription. This has personally helped me heal deeper, earn smarter, and create a really freedom-based frequency business. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about the business side of it today, more towards the end, just because I think that most people are feeling the way the economy is changing and they're looking for more opportunities to create either another stream of income or to change what they're doing or to just create freedom. I know that resonated so much with so many people when I shared it yesterday about how it's so incredible to have the time freedom I do now being a new mom. I don't have to send my baby to daycare. I don't have to do all the normal things like I would have to do if I still had my other business or if I still worked for someone else. So I want to share that opportunity. And I know you can talk a little bit about time freedom too.
Yeah, I
You,
love being able to, let's say, do a Zoom like this. And then, like yesterday, I did a Zoom and then we just dropped everything and went to La Jolla. We went to
hmm
the ocean. And
And we did
as
that
a
twice this week.
grandma, I want to spend time with my grandchildren. For people who want to spend time with their pets or with their loved ones, I love the freedom this has offered
Yeah.
us.
And to be able to go when it's not when everyone else is going. It's not like we can only go on the weekends or the holidays. We get to go on a random Friday or a random Monday, random
Yes.
Wednesday. Now, we need to start out just sharing this disclaimer. The AO scan is not a medical device, it's not a diagnostic tool or a replacement for medical care. Um, all the things. We're not talking about any guarantees or cures or any of that. We're just sharing an education-based technology that has transformed our lives. But you got to try it yourself and feel it yourself.
Yes.
The future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Albert Einstein. But wouldn't you say this has been around a lot longer? Like, this is kind of old medicine, wouldn't you say?
Right, right. We look at it, and I know you've done videos on how the body is energy, and God, if we go back to the beginning, which we believe, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, and that we are made in His image. He's light. We are light. We are light
Mm-hmm.
beings. Which light is what? Energy, color, frequency, everything we see. So yeah, it's before time.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit, just I'm going to share a little bit of my story, and you can jump in whenever. But when I finally found the AO scan, it was because I had been searching out of a place of desperation. And a lot of times, I think we kind of have to get to a place of desperation when we want to really dive into something that's going to change our finances or change our life or change our health. And that's the point I had to get to. I had already been searching, but I wasn't searching deep enough, I guess. I hadn't found this next layer of healing. I was struggling for healing from a car accident, PTSD, anxiety, depression, and one day I just randomly searched online. I was like, Christian energy healing. Because that was the one area of healing that I had not focused on. I had done the parasite cleanses. I became a practitioner. I went to tons of different conferences and trainings and certifications, and we went together.
Yes, we
I
did.
had a
Yeah,
practice. You and I both helped
yeah,
so many people in so many different ways, but I got to this point where nothing was really moving the needle anymore.
yeah.
And
This
so,
was a very challenging time. These pictures when I was there with you and Stephen, and you had been rear-ended on the freeway, and the pain was so bad. I mean, all the things you've gone through with Lyme disease, this was emotional, physical, and so trying to see
mhm,
how we couldn't seem to help you get out of pain.
out of pain and then the emotional side of it. So, that led me to therapies like the emotion code, which then led me to the AO scan. And the AO scan is what started making 180 after 180 after 180 in my life. And then you started using it. And so I want to ask you a few questions. Um, well, we both want to ask you a
Yeah.
few questions as we dive into this. Um, what do you have that you can easily give insight into your body with detailed reports within minutes?
Wow. It's amazing. And if a loved one were to go into the hospital, do you have a way of supporting them energetically?
Without being there in person, do you have a way you can help someone who's in the hospital? This was a huge thing in 2020 and 2021 when we weren't allowed to go visit people. And what kind of health issues could be avoided if you optimized your body every single day with frequencies?
At the cellular level, going to the root cause of the root cause of the root cause. And wouldn't it be amazing by helping people that you were able to earn an income just from sharing this gift of new levels of health and wellness with others?
Hmm. So let's go back to the very beginning of the AO scan technology and just kind of give you a brief overview. This is Lauren Swenson, and him and his wife adopted a son with cerebral palsy, and this led them to searching the world for answers.
We can relate as a mom and my husband, we can relate to leaving no stone unturned to try to see how to help our children, whether it was asthma, allergies, Lyme disease, whatever the ailment was, attention deficit, whatever. We wanted to find out what was working without side effects. So I can relate so much with Lauren and Shelby and Kai because all of them have children that were suffering, and now they've recovered. Look at this. Lauren's son, Michael, that he adopted 40 years, some years ago, is a second-degree black belt, speaks multiple languages, and is physically, you cannot see that he's ever had this cerebral palsy.
Hmm. It's just, and that's, I think, where so many of our stories start is searching for answers for ourselves or our families. And then it trickles out, and now there's this huge huge Solex family that is helping thousands and thousands of people. And I just put these photos up there from like our recent day of discovery and recent cruise just to share like the heart behind our company is huge and you can feel it. Don't you feel it when we're there with them?
I feel it. I feel the joy just looking at this photo and just
I know.
remembering, like, wow, this is real. This is authentic. This is what people are looking for. Authenticity. That's
Hmm.
what we offer here. Our team is heart led authenticity, and it comes from the top of the company.
And you feel it when you're at these events, like when we have gone to the big Day of Discovery events, which I hope you guys join us. We have an in-person one in September. Another one. This will be, is this our third in-person Day of Discovery?
Third in person.
Third in person.
Yeah.
And then this was our first incentive trip. We went on a cruise, an all-inclusive cruise with Solex. But every time we're there with them, and even when we were flown out to go speak for Solex, and we got to spend that one-on-one time with them, you feel the energy is different. It's like we talk about this so much. We had been
Yeah.
to so many other companies and conferences and places to learn where you would think you feel this heart and love behind what they're sharing, and we didn't until we went to Select's Day of Discovery, the first one in, was that 2022 or 2023?
2023.
2022.
Yeah. I don't know.
And whenever it was, and it was like we looked at each other and we're like,
Hmm.
do you feel that? Like everyone here is on the same page. Everyone here, you can feel it. Every team, every person, everyone there is just the same goal to change lives and the same heart. And it's just incredible. And I want everyone to know that they can be a part of this. So, okay, back to the AO scan. It was originally only available for $38,000, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But now what do we have?
Well, I love that you were willing to open your hands and let go of your $15,000 bioresonance device when you saw the superiority for how fast you could help people worldwide in seconds. So I'm so grateful that more than the $38,000 device is now in our quote unquote app or subscription. So let's
Hmm.
get into it.
Okay. So, yeah, that's exactly what you said. We have everything that was in that $38,000 plus subscription now in our own, just a subscription that you can log into from any device that connects to the internet. So, what is the AO scan technology? You've probably seen our videos online. We try to show breakdowns of it, but there's just so much to it that we have to have a presentation like this to show you. It's an educational tool that helps you learn about your body's performance.
Go ahead.
Okay. It communicates via biofrequencies and electromagnetic signals. So it's all based on energy and frequency, which I just launched a free ebook that's talking about your energy body because people need to grasp that you are literally 99.99999% energy. And when you can have a tool that focuses in on energy and frequency, that is the bulk of your body. So when you
Absolutely.
use the AO scan, it identifies those areas that are out of balance energetically.
And it's easy to use. So this
Yes.
is the thing. We want to encourage you. You do not need to be a practitioner. That was asked on one of our last calls. It is easy to use, although we do have a course that we you can go through that will help you have easy reference to learn as much as you want to learn. But literally one button on the AO scan is going to be phenomenal. We have homeschool children and children using it all the way up to whatever elderly. So
Hmm.
don't be overwhelmed by this webinar. Please see that this is like going to the Mall of America. When it first opened, I was one of the first ones there with Caitlin as a baby. And I wanted to see the whole thing and go see the rides. And, that was way overwhelming. But when I just realized, okay, I just want to go to Dayton's and have just a cup of coffee and, just then maybe do one ride. That's what I want you to look at, that you have the mega mall. You have the mega mall of frequency, energy, technology at your
I
fingertips, which we're
love
going to go
that.
through now. But you only have to do one little thing and you will love it.
Yes, yes. Even if you only did the sound therapy, it would be worth it and change your life.
Yes.
So yeah, advanced technology that's simple and easy to use. One of the biggest things I hear back from my clients and new people who are getting started, especially people who have been in the wellness space and seen the way it usually is when you go to get a bioresonance scan, they say, wow, this is user friendly. This is easy. This is life changing. So, you want
The
to go
AO
ahead?
scan subscription is the ultimate tool. And we're saying ultimate, it's unmatchable. Can I just say it's unmatchable?
It is.
Environmental stressors, restore homeostasis and balance, clear and shield yourself of outside energies. So, how wonderful that would have been to be able to have this when you were doing lymphatic enhancement therapy and massage on your clients and doing to in 20 seconds clear and then in 20 seconds shield between clients.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, looking back, if I would have had this tool, I probably would have kept my business open because I would have been able to actually restore and protect myself and not feel so drained and depleted after every day going in. And something I just want to share, one of our QLAs, she did a test with stickers imprinting the EMF frequencies we have into them. And she actually used an EMF meter to show and prove how it really does block the EMF. So this stuff is real. People are doing tests to show, and it's very cool. And at the same time, it's safe and non-invasive. So many things you hear about and learn about for your health, there's like a list of like side effects, or there's risks. There's things that can harm you. So when we come in on this side, it's like people ask me, is there anything I can do to hurt myself or overdo it? And maybe you could feel a little tired, but you're not putting yourself in this position where you're like using a rife machine and you really overdo it
Right.
and you feel terrible and miserable.
Right. And I love that there are all the right frequencies in the AO scan, but we're using them subtly, gently. And when you do energy homeoenergetics, which we'll go into now, you have the frequencies of the herbs and energy to help you detox without having things get stuck or healing crisis or healing reaction. One reason when
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin first had Lyme disease and someone said, oh, you got to get a Rife machine. I looked into it back in 2008 and I learned that if we're not helping our body detox, sure, we could implode or kill, but then we'd have a lot of debris in her body, which
Mm-hmm.
would then cost other. So let's keep
And
going.
we
It's
need
exciting.
we
Mhm.
need drainage open. And so that's what's so cool is the those frequencies actually have that in mind. So, we're looking at it from a whole drainage perspective and detox where stuff can get flushed out. So we are bio-individual. Each of us have different needs. We have unique biological makeups. And this is the AO scan is a way to acknowledge that and be able to combat all of the bio-individual things for each person without having to know what's really going on. You don't even have to really look at your reports. You can just scan and optimize and have that bio-individual approach
Yeah.
without, it's like having a little practitioner in your pocket.
In seconds, in minutes. So, what do you guys think this could do for you, for your pets, for your patients, for your clients? How can you see how this would expand? Let's go into more detail because our cells can create and receive energy. We're able to measure these documented frequencies to see if they're in balance or out of balance. So people are just this week, someone was saying, "Can you explain to me how Cephi works?" And on a negative side, in a way, we see people using scalar waves and frequencies to shoot down bombs and planes. I mean, it's good and bad, but we're using very subtle. So if they're able to have like an iron dome on the other side of the world that's just energy and frequency, what if we could take and utilize energy and frequency for our own body to help our own biofields be more in balance? And it's documented.
Yeah, yeah. They're literally every single part of your body and every single symptom and every single parasite bacteria has its own documented resonant frequency. And so we can use that with the AO scan to see, okay, is this out of balance? Is this at a healthy level, at a healthy range, or is it not so much?
Yeah,
And then nudge it back into balance. So when
gently,
we
yes.
when
Mhm.
we use the AO scan, what is it doing for you? It's doing a lot, and it's tough to explain because it's quantum physics. Like this is next level quantum physicist level stuff. So, in layman's terms, it's going to be scanning and optimizing your body. So, we're going to be seeing what's out of balance, but then bringing it back to homeostasis. So, every time you do a scan, it's like a treatment for your body.
And
And
we don't
having,
really say treat, cure, prevent, diagnose,
yeah,
but it is helping nudge your body to balance. And I don't know another
yeah.
word to describe it.
Yeah, it's like you went into a wellness center and you got
Yes,
a therapy and you can do that as many times as you want over and over and over every day. Like you're going to that wellness center all the time. You can check for exactly what supplements, modalities, and therapies you need. So, sometimes we can feel really overwhelmed when everyone on social media and everyone out there is telling you, your practitioner, the gurus on YouTube, they're all telling you different supplements and modalities and things that you absolutely need. But what if there was a way you could actually put all of the different things you want to maybe potentially try or buy or things you already have into your scanner and then click a button and see, okay, today I really need a 30-minute walk in the sun. I need to take magnesium. I need this. I need like exactly what you
hmm,
need down to the dose.
yeah, it will even say in your body systems, why don't you go see an acupuncturist or a chiropractor to help your system? Pay attention to your reports when you get it. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Create custom sound therapy, create homeopathics and flower remedies. You know that section in the health food store where there's all those little bottles that you can buy and they're like, I don't know how much they are anymore, but because I haven't bought any in so long, but I know like oscillococcinum, that pack that you get for the flu, I think that's like $30. You can create all of these homeopathics at the touch of a button. You
it's
don't have to go
amazing.
buy them anymore.
I remember seeing the power of homeopathy when Cassidy had asthma and before we knew about frequency. And homeopathy is frequency, by the way, that is
Hmm.
energy. And I told everyone, this is working, this Sabadell, it's amazing for allergies. And guess what? Henry's at the time kept running out of Sabadell because all my friends were running to get it. There's no limit. I can make as many frequencies and energy as to send to people as I have time.
Hmm. And you can generate and broadcast and imprint frequencies for pretty much anything you can think of. Um, and let's just kind of dive into each section a little bit more. When you're doing your scans, we talk about scanning and optimizing. What exactly are we scanning for? We're scanning for hundreds and hundreds of different things. So when we have the vital scan, this is like an energetic look at your blood. So it's kind of like energetic lab work. And I know how, you want to talk about lab work a little bit?
Yeah, it was very challenging when Caitlin first had Lyme disease and we didn't know what it was. And I am so grateful that a chiropractor said, well, you know what? Well, basically, I was trying to get the doctors to like test for Lyme disease because we'd been to Minnesota. It'd been 6 months. I knew we got bit by little nymphs, little ticks, and the timeline was all these things were cascading and getting worse and worse. So when I went to the pediatrician or children's hospital, or nobody wanted to test for Lyme disease. I have no idea why, but at the time, but now my chiropractor did test. She was able to get me the lab core. And I sat down with the lady drawing 12 vials of blood from Caitlin. And I said, why don't you just test for everything? And she showed me the catalog of, she said, your daughter does not have enough blood. No one has enough blood to test for everything. We have to go by symptoms and then go to find out. Oh my goodness. That was such an eye opener that really a lot of people are shooting in the dark trying to find
Hmm.
out what's wrong. The AO scan is scanning while the blood is in our body without it being exposed to oxygen while it's in real time, and you'll see your scans are changing because we
Hmm.
are energetic beings and we want to see things changing. So let's get into the AO scan, but I love
Yeah.
that we can see what's going on in the vitals and optimize it.
And so many people are catching things before they turn into a big problem, which is really cool.
Amazing.
So then we have the comprehensive scan, which is more like that energetic look at your tissues and your structures, your bones, your organs, your mitochondria, your DNA. So it's similar to an MRI or a CT scan. And then we have inner voice, which is one of my favorites. This is what transformed my life when I was dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and really struggling emotionally. This analyzes over 10,000 different specific pitches, tones, and frequencies within your voice and then spits out custom tones for you to listen to. That's like a sound bath, but made for you, made to help those deep emotional things going on in your body.
Truly the root cause of the root cause of the root cause. That's why we became an emotion code practitioners, because we knew we had
Hmm.
to help people release trapped emotions. And to be able to do that, which we are able to muscle test and see, listening to your inner voice is helping clear and release trapped emotions.
Hmm. We kind of already, I guess we kind of already dove into this. The vitals is that energetic look at your blood. And here's a couple testimonies. So this one kind of, I just want to throw out there because sometimes people start and it's so nice and gentle, they don't realize how much it's doing for them. So this has been the most noticeable shift that just really made it clear how much more balanced I was and what my normal life had been like for so long with the AO scan. I'm always watching for mind-blowing results, but now I see it's in the subtle things. It's protecting me from dealing with. So that was from one of my friends who, she kind of would use the subscription and then pause it and then come back and then pause it. And she was really trying to look for like mind-blowing, incredible results. And every time she didn't have it, she was like, oh, all those things that I used to deal with went away. But it's just been really gentle and subtle. So I encourage you, as you get started with the AO scan, journal how you're feeling on a regular basis because you're going to see these shifts and they compile and they compile and they compile. And that's when you start seeing the big things. Some people, I mean, we see it all the time. A lot of times it's like, whoa, that was huge. That was amazing. And then other times it's that slow, steady building upon itself, which you would expect with anything, taking a supplement, going to see a practitioner. It's those, you're building the foundation.
Yeah.
And
And the other thing is, if all you're feeling is less stress, go ahead and
that's huge.
research how stress affects your health.
Yes.
Go amazing. So if people say, well, I feel more relaxed, but I don't really notice anything big. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, more relaxation. That's huge.
absolutely. And then just this was one of my clients and she was dealing with a lot of things back to back and we came in with the AO scan and just every time she would use a Cephi playlist, I would get texts like this that when she would run for a virus or run it for a bacteria or an infection, then she would get relief. And now she's doing really great, which is so exciting. And this has been such a huge part of her journey. Oh, I guess we have even more. So, do you want to read any of these to
Yeah, I
me?
have, let's keep going because I
Let's
have
just skip them.
unlimited testimonies.
Yeah, there's
Like,
so many.
you can see them in
Oh,
our
I didn't
group
realize how many I
too.
added.
In our group on Facebook called Breakthrough Revolution, you can be added to there. Just type in the search testimonies and you can go into more detail. There's videos one of the big things was a horse that was lame for 3 weeks. And the AO scan was able to nudge the horse to less pain and inflammation that it was walking out of the stable the same day
Mm,
into the
hmm.
pasture. And so there's no placebo effect when you see these things with cats, horses, dogs. The AO scan
Babies.
is the baby's safest
Yeah,
way that I know of to help a long distance
yeah.
and in person.
I know when I see my baby get relief immediately from her teething pain when I run the frequencies, it's just every time it's like, yeah, you can't make this up. And then, like we said, the comprehensive is like that MRI or CT scan, and we're not just scanning to see what's wrong, we're optimizing. So it's helping things go back. And then the inner voice is the sound therapy.
Yeah. It uses a harmonizing technique and generates a balancing audio frequency derived from the voice spectrum in humans to diminish frequencies that are in excess and supplement the frequencies that we lack. The inner
Hmm.
voice records your voice. It actually picks up 10,000 frequencies in 10 seconds, isolates 2,000 frequencies, further picks up the three highest notes or octaves that are excessively out of balance or overcompensated for, as well as the main octave that's being suppressed, giving
Hmm.
us these balancing harmonics back along with are, I got to show you the chromotherapy.
Mm-hmm.
You get the full brain help and support. Perfect combination. These do come in your bundles at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And with inner voice, it's just we keep seeing how incredible improvement in depression, decrease in physical pain, decreased anxiety, better sleep.
Can you think of anybody who needs better sleep? And we're going to the root cause of the root cause. And if we don't see it, you can see other suggestions of things and supplements to add. This really is a mega mall. I'm going to say that again
Yeah, I love
for
that.
wellness center, but just focus on starting with the basics. If that helps, not then keep going, keep seeing what you need.
Yeah. And there's more. Even if that was all there was to it, it would be enough. It would be amazing. It would still be life-changing. Here are more testimonies helping get rid of mouth ulcers really fast, um, helping people sleep, people seeing it help their cats, and the baby acne. Oh my goodness, so many moms reached out to me because I shared some Cephi frequencies that people could use for baby acne because that's a big thing. And so many moms reached out to me and they're like, oh my goodness, I used it. I even had a mom get the AO scan just for that and it blew her away. She was like, oh my goodness, I'm using it for everything for all my kids and it's changing our lives. So it's pretty
I,
cool.
I love it. One of my friends who has done everything on this journey, linked arms, she found out she had Lyme disease right when you were going through it. And she said 10 months on the AO scan. And she looked back and said, I haven't needed to run to the hospital, the doctor, whatever, in
Wow.
10 months. And that was huge for her,
Mm-hmm.
given her age and the longevity of how long she'd been dealing with severe things. So
Wow.
just helping energetically nudge the body emotionally. And then the supplement library, this is incredible, you guys, to be able to do either an AO, what is it called? Hello AO or a quick
Mm-hmm.
scan, or there's like 3 ways you can see your supplements and then energetically imprint them into your mineral rich, oxygen rich water, imprint them into the water hydrogen rich, and then help get that energy immediately into your body, or you can do it into your Cyben jewelry, your Cephi dots, take the supplement library energetically, or you can see what, there you go.
They're little pellets.
Yeah, or you can actually see what physical supplements you need. And what we're seeing is people need less and less with continual use of the AO scan.
And saving so much money realizing certain things they didn't need as much of, and then actually taking things that they didn't know they needed. Okay. And then Cephi, this is what we keep talking about is being able to imprint. So imprinting means we're putting the infusing frequency into things. It's a hot topic right now. You can spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on buying frequency infused bracelets and necklaces and things and stickers. What if you just had the technology in your cell phone to go and add those frequencies to what you already have? Imprint your wedding ring, something you wear every day. Imprint your glasses, your contacts. I mean, the testimonies from Seffi alone, I mean, like Hulk the dog's retina reattaching and just incredible things happening from using frequencies specific to exactly what we need, like liver inflammation, lymphatic flow, um, I don't know, abundance, creativity. Creativity is one of my favorite ones.
If we were,
I,
yeah, if we weren't having results, we wouldn't be doing this, right?
oh no.
Yeah. Mhm.
There's so many things we've tried and why would we talk about them? Okay, here's a little glimpse at just this is just one
Mm,
section. This is just the
right.
homeoenergetics.
Right. There's over 1,500 frequencies, including essential oils and things like that. But this is our favorite because let's say you go down to Candida Detox, which someone had that surface on another supplement they're on. And I'm like, use that Candida
Mm-hmm.
Detox to help not just nudge that. Basically, it's like cures like we know with homeopathy, we're giving the energy of it, but then also the energy of the frequencies to help their body detox, which we talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's incredible. I know the mold fungus detox and the metal plus detox helped me so much when I was living in a moldy apartment. when I first found the AO scan, I didn't really know what to do about mold. I was really struggling from it. And this is one of the biggest things that helped me. I would actually broadcast the mold detox frequencies to my apartment and to my body, and it made the biggest difference while I still had to live there.
All of this is also included in our training that Caitlin did for our team. So you can actually not only learn it yourself, or you can do higher education with Solix, which is amazing. And you can share this with anybody who joins you. Look at this PET scan. I I love that we can help our pets. I had someone just tell me a few weeks ago they were watching their grand dog and just doing the frequencies every day. The PET scan was helping. I'm going to be doing a Zoom at 3 o'clock today with a friend who's been helping horses that she's basically rescued. And you guys are going to love that. I'll post that video later.
I love this little dog. Oh man, yeah, getting to help the animals is so fun. It's really cool.
The best.
And saves a lot of people tell me it saves them on vet bills.
Yes,
Then
that's
we
what,
have our
especially with
Ceph.
horses.
Oh yeah. We have our Cephi dots. These are totally programmable, custom little stickers that you put on your body on the meridians. I know my friend Christina uh, is really getting into the meridians with using all this stuff, using all the quantum tools. She's opened a quantum wellness room. She's an acupuncturist up in Idaho, and she's just getting to another level because she knows about the meridian. So she's targeting the things she has in her patients. I'm totally butchering how she does it, but she's using using this technology to further her practice in Idaho. And it's just been so cool to hear about, and I can't wait to go visit and see because she's got we haven't talked about this yet, but she's got the foot detox and the mat and all these cool things, and she uses the Cephi dots and the glasses, and her clients are having such incredible results.
It's
So,
amazing. What practitioners do you go to that you know, or colleagues that you'd like to help them make their life easier? When
mhm,
you send a patient or client home with Cephi dots on, and it's straining those bundles of frequencies into their body and the meridians, imagine how successful they'll feel, that the continued success, and then they can bring back the Cephi dot for you to re-imprint. So it's also going
mhm,
to not be something that you need to dispose of. It's amazing.
yeah, it's really, really cool. And I know I get testimonies from these all the time for pain, and people love to use these to help their loved ones and their friends. This way, they have something to send with them and something tangible.
AO Mind Sync. I know you're going to want to talk about this because when Lauren first released this that day of discovery a couple years ago, we were flying home and Caitlin started AO Mind Sync in the airport because it's basically you get your inner voice, which we talked about 10,000 frequencies, isolating 2,000, further isolating 4 notes. Then you use that part of the program that overlaps with AO Mind Sync, or you can do other music with it. I like to use the inner voice because it's so perfect to us for that time. And then when
Hmm.
you speak the affirmations, one of the big problems with Lyme disease was a lot of my friends that I've met that had Lyme disease, they were stuck in that identity. Oh, I have Lyme. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have cancer. Oh, I have no. Speak those things into existence as though they are. Say, I am
Hmm.
feeling so much better. My body is blessing me. But there's actually custom there. You could do custom, like write out your own affirmations, or just do a scan on AO MindSync to see which what you should say. Maybe it's health, maybe it's abundance, and then just read the script and listen to it back with this on. Is it amazing, Caitlin?
Oh, it's incredible. The first time I got to listen, we were in the airport, I cried hearing my own voice say those things because it was truly the first time I heard these truths about myself without the conscious barrier blocking it. So what we have in our bodies, it's incredible. We have our conscious mind, which is where we get to decide things. So you deciding to come on this Zoom was most likely a conscious decision. You typed in your name and you did your email and you logged on. Going to the fridge and eating something, that's a conscious decision. But there's a lot behind why we make our conscious decisions, and it's actually over 95% of our intelligence, and that's the subconscious mind or the unconscious mind, where we're doing a lot on autopilot. And what this means is your programming in that subconscious mind, whether it's from your childhood, from your past, from um, your ancestry, from the things you've believed to be true, from what a doctor told you, whatever it may be, is dictating what's actually manifesting in your life. And so, the key to changing your life in any way, if you want to heal, if you want to break free of financial hardship, if you want to build a business, if you want to find a new relationship, friends, whatever the new thing you want to change in your life is, the key is changing your subconscious beliefs, because whatever feels stuck in your life is a belief about your reality that you believe is true deep down, whether you want to or not. So, there's a lot of things out there where people talk about saying affirmations, using a vision board, hypnosis, all the different things that people do to change the subconscious mind. But it's really hard to get past that conscious barrier where when you say, I'm a millionaire, and then your barrier and your subconscious goes, no, you're not. You're in debt. And there's this argument that happens. And so it will block out those affirmations that you're trying to say to change your life. When you
I love
use
it.
my AO Mind Sync, it changes the frequency and it actually infuses those affirmations right into the subconscious. So you're reprogramming. And most people feel it right in the center of their brain. I know I do. And it's a powerhouse. I mean, remember my Instagram started blowing up. That's when I really decided I'm stepping into being a leader in Solex. Like all the different things that started shifting. It was like, I don't know. How do you explain
Amazing.
it?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I think that this should be something, if you're thinking the same thoughts every day, which people do, why not change your thoughts to positive thoughts? And when when you're saying it in your own voice, it's actually more powerful. For those of you who have children that cannot speak, do the affirmations for them.
Hmm.
I have a friend whose husband cannot speak at the moment. Um, do it for him. Put his headphones on that I'm healed, I'm healthy, whatever
Hmm.
the affirmations are. It's very powerful. And then that will also help when you're talking to other people, to your patients. You'll
Yes.
help raise their vibration. You'll, as you speak positively to them.
Hmm. Yes.
It's
I even
really
did this
phenomenal.
for my baby when she was in my tummy. I got speakers and the belly bud speakers because you can play music on your belly. So I did inner voice and then I did mind sync of me and my husband talking to her. And I know it,
Yeah.
Lauren told me to do that. So of course I did. Okay. I could talk about mind sync all day. Oh, I forgot I had more slides. So, your subconscious is dictating your life, and your current life right now is because of your subconscious beliefs and programming. And not saying that you're choosing to be sick, but when you change the subconscious beliefs, the ways that you can heal come and they actually start working. A lot of
Yeah.
times people try everything and it's like they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and it's not sticking because their subconscious beliefs are totally against what they're trying to do. And like we said, affirmations are great, but they're not always bringing us those results. And MindSync is changing the game. Every entrepreneur, every person who wants to change their life, every person who wants to get healthier, every person on the planet should be using MindSync. And it's better than I used to use BrainTap. This far exceeds that. I never had results like that with
It's
BrainTap.
so custom and it's very custom. And then when we take it to the next level of the AO hub, we
Hmm.
actually can go into gamma, which I think that I heard at the last seminar I was at in Texas that they were just starting to play around with gamma. We are actually giving the exact frequencies with the AO hub through AO MindSync, through inner voice, overlapping all of
Hmm.
this with sound and light and microcurrent. Phenomenal. I know I was talking to
Yeah.
my friends, we gotta get this to, like, retired military, to
Hmm.
everyone who's having any type
And
of ADD, ADHD, pain, sleep problems, it's
depression,
autism,
PTSD.
depression. So yeah, I love that MindSync works with our AO Hub.
Hmm.
And when you listen to these affirmations with the binaural, so we know about binaural beats and tones. We were doing things like that before, sound and light, but this is exactly what we need to help us change our beliefs and believe more positively.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, and no room for your conscious mind to fight it. I wanted to share this testimony from one of our QLAs. She said, I just want to share that I started MindSync and I have doubled the monthly revenue in my nutrition business, and it's only halfway through the month. It's incredible. And I get texts like this all the time. Okay, so we're not done, but I know a lot of people are probably wondering, how can I get my own AOScan subscription? I want to start MindSync like yesterday. I know that's what I thought. I was like, oh my goodness. Like when I got my first scan, I was like, why didn't I have this like 10 years ago? Like I would have paid for this before. So all you have to do is use the link from the person who shared this with you. So whoever you are invited to this webinar by, make sure you get their link. Or if you found this on Instagram through someone's stories, I know a lot of people are sharing about this on social media. They should have a link for you. So just reach out to the person who you heard about this from.
I was going to show what it looks like. This is what the site will look like when you join. Um, so Lex, yeah. Sorry about that. We talked about sharing that and then also sharing how the AO scan will look on your phone.
I don't
And it,
see it.
okay, let me just share it here. Uh, this is what the AO scan will look like on
There we
your
go.
phone. Um, you'll be able to update to the latest update and it will be super user friendly. You'll be able to do scans to see what supplements you need. You'll be able to do an easy scan that includes inner voice, vitals, and comprehensive. If you just want to do clearing, grounding, shielding, it's all right here.
Oh, and
Um,
those are so underrated. Whenever you're feeling in a slump and you do neuro aerobics, oh my goodness. When I've been like super tired or just out of it, you just play that 3-minute boost and it wakes you up. It's literally feels like a workout for your brain. It's so cool.
body systems, just at the touch of a button, you'll be able to see what's going on in your body, the supplements. This I didn't do the
I
scan
don't
today, so
think
it's
it's
not showing
loading.
it. But pretty amazing that you can do all of this in just seconds. You'll be able to see your vitals, comprehensive. The AO MindSync, here's what it will look like. You'll be able to do I am or health affirmations or scan to see what you need, then start recording and then play it back. Super easy to use.
And we have video tutorials that you get immediately when you sign up. You get our links to, whether you're a preferred customer, you get our, which we're going to dive into, um, you get our beginner's guide course, which walks you through everything. And then if you're a QLA, you get even more than that, which is really cool. So here's the difference. If you want to sign up and start your business and hit the ground running with us and learn everything that we found to be successful and just get it handed to you, you sign up as a QLA. If you just want to use this for yourself and your family and unlimited friends, then you can sign up as a preferred customer.
Yeah, I didn't think I wanted to share it, but Caitlin said, Mom, just do the $49. And so I
Yeah.
scanned 100 people before I really felt confident that it was clearly helping things, whether seeing what was going on in someone's body to help them go in the right direction or actually helping nudge the body to balance, whether it's a broken bone or a rash or just anxiety. It was absolutely phenomenal that out of the 100 people, I had so much confidence that this is definitely what I needed to share. These are the bundles. You only get a bundle the first time you sign up as a quantum living advocate. Then this offer isn't available.
Hmm.
So the starter bundles, or I like the wired headset. Some people like the Bluetooth. What's nice is that even with the Bluetooth, they have frequencies running at the same time you do AO scan to neutralize the harmful
Harmonize.
EMFs,
Hmm.
harmonize.
Yeah. So I guess it's really just a preference if you want a Bluetooth bone transducing headset or you want the wired. I have the wired. That's what I use. That's what I love. But
Me
like
too.
you said, it's just a preference thing. But the reason why we really suggest to go with a builder bundle is so you can easily be sharing this. Because when you start using it, you're going to think of a million people that could use this. And you're going to be texting people saying, hey, can I scan you? Hey, let's meet. Can I do your inner voice? And I mean, like you said, 100 people. I remember I was on the phone like I don't know, 10 hours a day for months, like doing scans for people. It was crazy. And it was so fun because you really get to learn and then you get to see the shifts in people and hear the testimonies. But people always ask me, they're like, okay, what is this exactly in the bundle? So, what you're going to get is kind of like the basics to get started in the best way possible, in the most optimum way possible. So, you get your bone transducing headset, which you wear during your scanning and optimizing, and you'll feel the frequency right in the bones in your face and your head. It's also,
And you get your red light. Don't forget the 660 band, which this retails for 180. And then
yes.
the light wave optical glasses, 12 of them, which I know that my friends were using chromotherapy before we had AO scan. And the glasses were about 2,000, 1,200 to 2,000 a pair back
Wow.
years ago. So to have 12 different options that we can know immediately doing a scan what we should wear for at least
Hmm.
15 minutes, it's phenomenal. And the Cephi dots are included with the sharing kit.
So that you can be imprinting those Cephi dots and sending them off with your clients, with your friends, mailing them off to family. And back to the headset too, it is more beneficial to be listening to your sound therapy because it's putting the frequency right into your head. And I mean, you're going to have the benefits no matter what, but it's just an up level. People always text me, they're like, oh my goodness, it's so much better with the headset. Because you
So
can
much
start
better.
scanning right
Yeah.
when you sign up. And then once your bundle comes, you can add this all in. So it's kind of the perfect way to get started where you start getting used to the scanner, you use everything, and then your package comes and you're like, okay, next level. And you also get just these ways to share. So you can share, what is it called? A trial. You can share a trial with your clients if you would like. And there's some other bundles you can look at too. You kind of just have to figure out what looks best for you, but we do recommend that wired builder bundle.
The AO scan subscription is only $149 a month. So who do you know who's already spending money on whatever bio going to my kids were younger, I was taking them to a biofeedback and I'd have to pay this amount. Even when I'd refer clients or patients to my friends who do biofeedback when Caitlin was doing it, it was around this price for one scan.
It was
Um, when
over this.
when
It
I
was
was
more than this.
when I referred you to my other friend that does just she's a psychologist and that was after the car accident, she offered you in person, right?
Mm-hmm.
$275 for something you couldn't bring home.
Mm-hmm.
Similar, but not this great, and with her other therapy.
Yeah.
So,
I remember when I heard how much it was, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm
are
already
you
paying
kidding
a
me?
subscription for my other thing, and
I
I'm
know.
going to all these practitioners and talking. Like, it's, it really is, what do they say? It's like $5 a day or something. Okay. So, if you're interested in the business opportunity, you've definitely joined us at the perfect time because you can start sharing this and earning right away. And you're not going to be coming in like traditional network marketing where you're earning a lower percentage and having to work your way up and it's confusing and there's these legs and all this stuff. You just, it's like an affiliate. It's more like an affiliate program than anything else because you start earning 45% right off the bat and up to
Yeah,
65%. So you get rewarded for just sharing something that's changing lives.
yeah. And it's, the compensation with the company, 45% of the points right away. Whereas even though we've had tons of sales, we're at that highest. It's the same. It's the same
Yeah.
commission, whether it's your first or the thousands.
Hundred
Mhm,
thousandth millionth
mhm.
sale. So
Super
it, which
grateful
it,
that they honor us. And then the other thing is some of the practitioners are just adding it on to what they're already doing,
hmm
to just set them apart from other practitioners. or some people are just adding on an extra fee or charging. So my last client I charged was $149 for the scan and emailing the report and emailing the tones and sending Cephi. And I
Mhm.
decided, maybe it's been a year or two, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to empower people that for 149, that even if they only used it once a week, it's so beneficial. I want you to use
Yeah.
it every day. I want you to use it on your pets, on your family. Have it be your go-to. That, can you imagine that if instead of running to Sprouts, I can just imprint Arnica Montana into a cream
Yeah.
and put it on myself?
Yeah. It's incredible. So have you ever dreamed of having a life of freedom? I know I did when I was in my practice. I remember thinking, man, it'd be a great beach day. Man, I wish I could like do all these therapies myself and still help people. I want to help people, but I felt so trapped and confined and like my life just was so stuck in this little box of not freedom.
Well, the
And I
freedom, yeah, the
I
freedom to help
dreamed.
more people too, because you were only helping one person at a time. So my
Hmm.
heart is so full that we can expand and grow. And the people who are seeing it help themselves are able to help more people. It's actually like the freedom to empower people versus
Yes.
having them controlled, like go to Caitlin, no,
That yeah,
take
that
the
was one of the
reins.
biggest things. I remember just feeling like, God, how can I give this to my clients? Like, I don't, these moms bringing in 4 kids, like, they shouldn't be paying this much, but that's all my time. Like, I begged God for another way, and then he dropped it in my lap.
Yeah.
And then we're helping other people earn trips, people who've
Yeah.
never traveled, people who've never, like, we got our passports for the first time and went on this really cool trip for free,
Yeah.
all inclusive. So, getting to help create that life of freedom for others, and getting to experience life in a new way, it's all available and it's all there. And you really just have to step out in faith and join us.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
if
these are
you if
just some pictures, like, it was so incredible.
my first time in Mexico.
Yeah.
So, really fun, I just feel like the if you don't wanna have fun and you just love being stuck, just turn this off and don't do anything. But if you want to up level, whether it's your practice, whether it's your family, whether it's just for yourself, and you just wanna help yourself feel more balanced, join us. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's fun. We'll see you.
And if you're wondering, you're like, "Well, how am I supposed to do this? I don't know where to start." We have everything for you. We have
Really do.
all of the tools. Everything I wish I would have had, we've put into like, uh, I don't know, I've heard people call it like a business in a box. But
Yes.
right now, our health and wellness industry is growing at 6.3%. Is that what that says?
That's
Yeah.
correct, and AOScan company is growing at the rate of 43%. That was
And
last
that
year,
was
and it's
last
even
year.
faster.
It's
Yeah,
definitely higher. We should ask him what it is now.
yeah,
It's growing and this is like you're at the perfect time where there's so many people who are ready for this. People are sick of the traditional root cause. People are sick of the traditional crunchy community. People are sick of it. They're
yeah.
ready for stuff that actually works, and we have that. So if you jump in now, you can help people. And
Yes,
with that,
and
exactly.
we've made it so much easier, yeah, so much easier to help people that are new than I know Caitlin was 21 weeks in a row, top enroller, and she took everything that she was doing and has given it to us, including if you're a quantum living advocate on our team, you will get her Instagram course. That alone is so valuable. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
but I'd love to ask it.
I mean, and I'm still kind of hitting top and roll, not every single week like I was, but I'm back. Now that I took a really nice, long, relaxing year of my baby's first year of life. And I was able to do that. I was able to enjoy a whole year, which I'm still enjoying it. I mean, time freedom still, but like now I feel all energized to do these Zooms. Like this is really fun.
Yeah, which
Um,
which I have to answer a live question. I was ignoring the
oh,
Q&A,
sorry,
but
I didn't look.
let me just say thank you, Erin, for saying beautiful webinar. Thank you. I love the mother-daughter teamwork. how often do you do these intro webinars? And I believe we're going to do them every Saturday at
That's
10.
the plan. That's the plan
Mhm.
because it's so fun. I mean, like,
I know. I
it's
love it. Mm.
it's really exciting to get to share. But the time freedom, I consistently earned my income every month because of Solex working, without working normally, like without pouring hours a week into working. I enjoyed the newborn phase. I enjoyed, like, so many moms reached out to me and they were like, I wish I would have had this when I was a new mom.
Yeah.
And these texts, I mean, these are just a couple of
Yeah.
them, but like people are blown away when you get
Yeah.
to share.
It's
It's
amazing.
different than anything else that's out there.
We are at the top of the hour. So,
Oh, we're almost done. We just have a couple
okay.
more
This
slides.
is really important because it's only $49 a year to have your website for the membership fee and then keep 100 points a month to keep you commission qualified, which is
And
the AO Scan subscription.
I was paying $30 a month in another company to keep my website and I wasn't making sales. So I was losing money.
Yeah.
It's so worth it. And so what do you get when you join our team? I just want to share this because it can feel overwhelming if you've never done this before or you're wondering how you're going to incorporate this. We have everything that you could possibly need that we gift you. And our team shares how grateful they are for that all the time. You get as a QLA, you get the most because you're getting our beginner's guide course and our success course, which are our trainings, our Canva templates, our, walkthroughs, everything organized. And you don't only just get that for yourself, every single person that you
Mm,
sign up underneath you, and as many people as they sign up, will also get these for free. That's pretty cool. Plus our Facebook groups.
amazing.
Um, I'll just go through this really quickly. Our compensation plan is very generous. So every time you only need 3 people on subscription under you to be earning back your AOScan subscription for free. So that's pretty quickly. That's usually people's first goal. We already talked about you get 45% of the points up to 65%, which is more generous than any. I've never seen that. Have you seen that anywhere?
I haven't, but I love the other products. So our goal is to help you get a wellness center in your home. And that's what Solex is too. They will only create products that are better than anything on the market and are the lowest price. So we were looking at the best PEMF mat. We've had probably five different mats over the years.
At
They're
least.
amazing. This includes chakra stones from head to toe, and it also has a migrating PEMF, unlike any other mat on the market. We love it. It's beautiful. The foot detox, it's a dry one, which I was never a fan of the wet ones because I feel like they're pulling the good minerals out. The terahertz, we've had other terahertz wands. This is the only one we can recommend. Um, Gold and silver ion exchange, red light, blue light, the chakra stones, the tuning AO tunes are basically making us allowed to have tuning
All the
forks,
tuning forks.
virtual, our Cyben jewelry bracelets, gold for fulvic and humic acid. Um,
All of
Amazing.
our supplements,
Yeah.
everything's next level. And so you're not just sharing the AO Scan subscription, you have low ticket and high ticket items that you can share and earn from, which is really, really nice. There's a lot of people on the internet who are like, what's better? Is it low ticket or high ticket? And in this business plan, you get access to both. You kind of already talked about the Infinity
Yeah.
Wand. I know we're kind of at the end. Do you want to talk about it a little bit more or just keep
Well,
going?
just that you're also going to get the lowest price, so the preferred
Mm-hmm.
pricing by having your subscription. So the mat is 1,600, and then if you have the AO Scan subscription, it brings it down to 1,200. That is a huge
Mm-hmm.
drop, and so they honor us for using the AO Scan. Same thing for the wand.
Yes.
This is like helping the metabolic activity, increasing cellular oxygenation, increasing the blood flow. It's 200 times more powerful than a massage. If you're a practitioner, you're going to want to get the stand. I love the stand. I just lay on my
I
stomach and
have
have it
mine
go up and
right
down.
back here.
There it is in your wellness office.
I used it to dry my hair this
Yeah.
morning.
We've had again other companies and nothing compares to this one.
No, nothing compares really to anything that Solex has made. We have
Yeah.
the 660 band, charge up all the blood in your body in 7 minutes.
It's our
Um,
go-to. You can just put it right on your shoulder, on your neck. You could do
and
two
that
on your
comes,
vagus nerves.
it
Mhm.
comes in your bundle.
Yes.
We talked about the PEMF mat. It's amazing. I forgot how many things I added. It's just all so exciting. And to know that you will have access to sharing all of this with other people. So you see, if you want to share this on social media, you see influencers out there and they have all their links. You're going to have links for all these different things. So you'll right off the bat be able to start earning and sharing and then even, um,
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
In our success course, we also have, I believe it's in there, how to make your social media so that you can have your link tree and then just put one
Hmm.
for each item so people can, as you're talking about things, they can go and see where your link is. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for your time on a beautiful Saturday. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Who can you think of that would need this? Who just for our Instagram Academy success
Just
formula.
for the
Mhm.
Instagram Academy. I mean, I've actually had people join who are just like, I just want your Instagram course. So they got, their bundle and their subscription, and then they start using it and they're like, okay, I'm switching gears. This is my business. This is what I'm sharing. So, when you join us in our team, that's really what sets us apart, no matter who you're joining on our team. So just make sure that they're a part of the Breakthrough Revolution when you sign up, because that's how you're going to get all of this. And then you'll be able to share all of this. So that's really great incentive to people that you're um, sharing the business with who also want to join you as a QLA, to have that incentive to say, hey, not only are you going to get to join this with all these incredible products and all of Solex's training and all of this stuff, you're also going to get all of this too. So you can share this like, hey,
Um,
you get all of this too.
I want to answer Heidi's comment. She says, not a question. I'm just so excited as a natural health practitioner to have found the AO scan that is everything and more in one package. It's so amazing. Thank
Oh,
you, Heidi, for
yes.
joining
Hi,
us.
Heidi. Thank
Yeah,
you. Very cool.
join us. It's exciting. We'll see you next time, next Saturday,
Yes.
10
I believe
o'clock
next Saturday. We'll try to get the link out
today.
today.
So you have it to share.
All right, guys.
Wonderful. Erin
See you
says,
next
thank you.
time.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.